Alright, man. Welcome back to the channel. And yo, this one right here just got wild. I'm telling you, this situation between Napheesa Collier and Commissioner Cathy Engelbert has officially hit a boiling point. So, let's break it down. Because from what's coming out right now, things are not looking good for the WNBA at all. Reports just dropped that Napheesa Collier has officially canceled her meeting with the WNBA commissioner that was supposed to happen this week. Yep, the same meeting that was meant to smooth things over after all the tension between both sides, gone. Completely off the table. Now remember, this all started after Fee's exit interview, where she basically called out Cathy for not doing enough to help with the new CBA negotiations. And then, of course, she brought up how the commissioner was allegedly counting Caitlin Clark's pockets. Ever since then, it's been nothing but drama. Then Cathy stepped up to the mic before Game 1 of the WNBA Finals and denied everything, saying she never said those things about Caitlin Clark. And look, the second she said that, everyone watching knew exactly what was coming next. Because if you're Napheesa Collier, you're sitting there thinking, wait a minute, did she just call me a liar on national TV? And apparently, that's exactly how Fee took it. Fast forward today, this whole thing is blowing up all over X, all over ESPN, and even Yahoo Sports has confirmed it. According to Kendra Andrews and Ramona Shelburne, Fee officially pulled the plug on that meeting after Cathy's press conference on Friday, and they're saying this might have pushed their relationship beyond repair. Bro, this is nuts. We're talking full-on chaos inside WNBA headquarters right now. Some insiders are even saying that if Engelbert doesn't get replaced, there might not even be a 2026 WNBA season. That's how serious it's getting. People inside the league reportedly feel they can't negotiate with her anymore. So now it's basically all chips on the table. Either the league moves on from Cathy Engelbert, or the whole thing could collapse. And honestly, the optics are terrible right now. When Cathy stood up there and said, "I never said that about Caitlin Clark," you could literally feel the shift. She basically doubled down. And in doing so, she called Napheesa Collier a liar in front of the entire world. So now Fee's saying, nah, I'm not meeting with you. You know what you said. Don't try to flip the script. That's where we're at. Straight up. And social media? Man, it's on fire. Underdog WNBA posted it. ESPN's writing about it. Fans are debating whether Cathy can even survive the situation. It's wild. Look, I've been saying this. This story isn't going away anytime soon. The WNBA's deadline for the new CBA is coming up this month. And if nothing changes, things could get ugly. Like number 2026 season ugly. So yeah, buckle up, this is just the beginning. It's really starting to look like they might be trying to push Cathy out of there. Man. Because if Napheesa Collier is already going on record saying this relationship is beyond repair, that tells you everything you need to know. This isn't some small misunderstanding anymore. It's deep. So, let's dive into the article real quick, because what it says is wild. It really lays out how bad things have gotten behind the scenes. According to sources, Napheesa Collier has canceled her meeting with WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. The Minnesota Lynx forward was supposed to meet with Engelbert next week. Sources told ESPN on Saturday. Collier had previously texted Engelbert saying she was open to meeting to discuss her recent criticism of Engelbert and the league during her Tuesday press conference. But Engelbert's comments during her Friday media session, where she claimed Collier's version of their private conversation was filled with inaccuracies, have apparently pushed their relationship beyond repair, as one source put it. Basically, from what I'm reading, Napheesa Collier is standing on business. She's basically saying, Commissioner Cathy, stop the cap. You know what you said. Don't go in front of cameras acting brand new like those words never came out of your mouth, because they did. Fee's not backing down. She's done playing nice, and honestly, it looks like she doesn't have time for Cathy's nonsense anymore. I'm telling you, this situation is just starting to heat up. I knew it was only a matter of time before things blew up like this. And the article goes on to say that tensions between Collier and Engelbert have gotten so bad, it might be past the point of no return. A league spokesperson told ESPN that Collier hadn't officially notified Engelbert about canceling the meeting. Engelbert, during her Friday press conference, vehemently denied ever saying that Caitlin Clark and other standout players should be on their knees in gratitude for the platform the league has given them, as Collier had claimed. "I did not make those comments," Engelbert said at her annual news conference ahead of Game 1 of the WNBA Finals. "There's a lot of inaccuracy out there through social media and all of this reporting. I highly respect the players. There's a lot of emotion and passion right now with collective bargaining, and I'm obviously disheartened." Engelbert admitted there's still a lot of work to do to rebuild trust with players, but said she's confident it can be done. Meanwhile, players across the league have voiced their support for Collier and her criticisms of WNBA leadership, including Caitlin Clark, who said the Lynx star made valid points. "The only thing I didn't really like about what Fee said, though, is that she should have handled it directly with Caitlin. I'm sorry, but that's just real. She should have pulled Caitlin aside and said, 'Hey, look, we got the same agent. We're in the same circle. I'm not about to throw you under the bus.' That's how it should have been handled. Straight up, woman to woman."
She said never shied away from tough situations, but unfortunately, the reality is she shied away from tough conversations, which is a negotiation. In order to have a negotiation, you have to have conversations. And I think it's apparent, abundantly clear, that there has been a great divide between the players and our commissioner or the league office in order to have productive conversations. And now Napheesa's statement that she made in her exit interview is accountability. WNBA players never want to throw out all the smoke. They don't. They only do it when necessary. They're always strategic. They're always calculated. You talk about the t-shirts they wore at All-Star. That was a collective decision. These are members of the executive committee of the WNBPA making these statements. And obviously, they understand the magnitude of the moment. We're here at a WNBA Finals in an unprecedented year. These players are going to stand on business on the court, but most importantly, they're going to do what the W has always done. They're going to stand on business off the court and fight for what they believe they deserve. And I want people to understand, because oftentimes we mention CBA or we talk to the WNBA, we always compare it to the NBA. Well, the truth is, I said this before, comparison is a thief of joy. You think of revenue share and you're like, oh, they want the same. They want equal. No, they just want a fair share. They want to outpace inflation. They want to grow as the business grows. That is where things are at right now. So these women are smart. They've done the numbers. They run the numbers. I know this because I was previously on the executive committee, and everyone is playing their role to get to a point where they avoid a lockout. They keep this product on the floor. But in order to do that, you have to have conversations, and now it feels like it's been wasted time, and that's on Cathy, unfortunately.
So that was on ESPN today. But I'm telling y'all right now, this is not looking good for Cathy Engelbert. Bro, I've been saying from the start, this situation isn't going away until Cathy steps down. This is going to be a major story all off-season long. And honestly, it's heading over the entire WNBA. Because as long as Cathy's sitting in that commissioner's chair, she's not going to own up to what she said. And she better hope, like really hope, there's no audio floating around of her saying anything negative about Caitlin Clark. Because if that drops, it's over. Look, I just dropped a video this morning going over some stuff that already resurfaced, and I'm hearing there's even more about to come out soon. This thing is just starting to heat up, and Napheesa Collier, she's not backing down one bit. She's standing on business, holding her ground, not moving off her square, not budging an inch. She wants Cathy to own it, to look her in the eye and say, yeah, I said what I said. But Cathy's not doing that. Instead, she's ducking and dodging, hiding from the smoke, and staying silent while everything burns around her. This is wild, man. The fact that Napheesa Collier canceled that meeting tells you everything. Tensions have hit a boiling point. This is serious. So I need y'all to get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about Napheesa Collier canceling her meeting with Cathy Engelbert. Do you think we'll even have a 2026 WNBA season after all this? Or is it about to get way worse before it gets better?